been a big believer in Surrey. Some doubt me, but Surrey is about to change. My first project here, the first one I purchased was 3 Civic Plaza. I did pretty well, probably in the last 5 years, 6 years. I made about 600% on my money. Yeah, unbelievable numbers, all right? This is the second project that I'm looking at today, built by BOSA. If you don't know who BOSA is, strong reputation, been building buildings in the Vancouver area for I don't even know how long. Pretty long time, pretty solid reputation, and they are building an amazing project here in Surrey, which I'm about to show you guys. It is going to blow your mind, and it is going to change Surrey for the future to come. Restaurants, it's going to rival Olympic Village. It is going to be the place. It's called Meet at Park, and the whole idea behind it is Meet at Park. I was excited and I said park, but I meant park. Everybody's going to be saying, let's meet at park, let's meet at park, let's meet at park. It's going to be the go-to spot in Surrey. The first building sold out before it even hit the market. This is building number 2, and it's almost sold out. So we're here today to make an offer, sign some papers, secure the deal, because if I waited too long, it would be gone. Part of the plan is put people together so that they can afford to purchase a property such as this. So about $1 million. We're going to go through the details later, the whole planning of it, and how I came up with this idea. I'm making this video so everybody understands how you can do it also. First, let's start with amenities. BOSA is going to transform Surrey Central for a long time. This is going to be one of the properties to beat, which would be very, very difficult. As you can see, there is a lot of open space, a lot of open areas, right? There will be commercial units at the bottom, restaurants, cafes, and dog park, a lot of places you can enjoy and have a nice community feel. Also, in the back here, it's a full gym. I think it's over 22,000 square feet. Basketball court, yoga studio, meeting rooms. This section here is only for residents. And this section to the front is for the public. Well, the whole area is for the public, but the space itself in the back, the gym, the amenities, it's only for residents. This is building 1. Building 1 sold out. No one can buy anymore, right? The project we put in together to purchase. This is building 2. I believe it's going to be sold out before it even hits the market. So it's a very rare opportunity to get in. This building is going to be gone. Then later on, there's building 3. That's going to come after building 2 is sold out. Amazing projects. Only the people who are on the list gets first access. This building here is going to be a total all BOSA rental building. Down the middle stretch, that's where the restaurants and cafes are going to be. And in the back is the amenities for the building. We had to come in, we had to secure a property, because if we waited too long, it will be all gone. And it is going fast. Like I said, it's one of the hottest properties in Surrey. All right, guys, I can't even say enough good things about BOSA and their reputation and the quality of work. So pretty much this is just for you to see, for your eyes. View of Surrey, 3 Civic Plaza. That's where my first property that I purchased in Surrey. Very happy with it. That was the tallest building here to date, and it is a wonderful property. Not the exact layout, but this is the property that we're going to put our offer for. It's a little bit under $1 million, and yeah, we're going to write an offer tomorrow. This is one side of the patio. It's a 2-bedroom. There's actually a column that's going to be here, a supporting beam. So it's almost 2 separate patios. So one is for 1 bedroom, in my mind, that's how I would look at it. And then one is for another bedroom if they were renters, tenants, students, whatever. So whoever rent out this could be my patio and that could be your patio, right? If we were roommates, but I don't have roommates. So we're on site right now. Okay, they already started construction. This is a BOSA rental only building, as we showed you guys inside already. That is the site there for Parkway 2, which will be finished in 4 years from now. And that is the beautiful Civic Plaza that I'm so proud of. Now, I am an international investor, okay? And there are deals all over. So a question someone asked me is, okay, if you can get better deals in Dominican Republic, in America, in Calgary, why do you choose Vancouver? And that was an excellent question. First of all, I'm from Vancouver. Well, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, but I live in Vancouver and I have a strong network here. And people are not comfortable going to the US of A. They're not comfortable going to Dominican Republic. They're not comfortable Trinidad. They're not comfortable anywhere out of state, out of province. So I explained to people before, there are real estate investors and there are people who invest in real estate. So I have very basic rules. If I'm going to invest in a property, it must cash flow. Now in Vancouver, the only way you can get a property to cash flow is if you put a huge, massive down payment, 70, 80%. And that's what we're going to do on this project. We are going to put down 80%, pretty much close to $1 million property. And we're going to put on $700,000 or more. So one of the other reasons I chose this property is because it would be iconic. It is going to change Surrey. It's going to make this place way better. Restaurants, I believe in this project. The amenities are to die for. You would love this as your home. It's a no-brainer. I can easily see this before completion reaching $1.2 million if the economy keeps steady. Nobody really knows. Investing, there is always a level of risk, but properties in the long run, I'm confident always goes up. Rent, I don't expect that to come down too much, so we're still going to be in a great cash flow position. So what I do is I put all this information together, I package it, and I make it attractive. What I'm doing here, anybody can do. You can do it with your friends, your family, put together, pool resources, and that is something I believe in, and that is something we are building and teaching in the Freedom community. So investment like these, I try to put it together in a 5-year term. We can do 3-year depending on the mortgage payments, but usually a 5-year term. Let's say Joe wants out of the property. Okay, Joe, no problem. It's a 5-year deal. At the end of 5 years, Joe can decide to sell his share to one of the other partners, or Joe could go privately sell his share, right? It will always be market value. And if he decides that's enough for him, he needs the cash to go buy his own, then in 5 years he could withdraw. Let's just say Joe has an emergency and he needs his money right away. These are provisions that would be written out and everybody would understand. But basically, we'll all pool together and get Joe back his money. A big component, there is cash and there is net worth, right? And I try to encourage people to build their net worth. Cash, you'll spend it easily. It doesn't increase in value unless you put it to work. When your cash is in a property, it is working for you day in, day out. The tenant is giving you money. The tenant is paying down. What's unique? I've done many projects similar to this, but never with this size of a down payment. And usually the leverage of capital is huge. This one, very small leverage, but the fact is with the bank, we will be able to refinance at a later point and purchase another property. So it's quite possible that all the investors in this wouldn't have to put any more money to purchase an additional property. It's just about the deal that you find. And we'll be searching to grow so that we can take advantage of the leverage. The reason why I'm doing this and filming this is because I've done this so many times, but I have never recorded it. I want to show people how possible it is. Not because something is expensive, you just say, I can't afford it. People say this all the time. I can't afford a home. Yes, you can. You can be creative. It's really not that hard, okay? team up with a community, get to know people who's in the industry, who's doing what you would like to do. Don't just be defeated and not push forward. 10 years from now, you're going to look back. Houses are going to be way more expensive. Rent is going to be way higher. And you would have wished that you had owned 1/10 of a property, because the amount percentage-wise would have increased. I've made 600% or more on certain deals in a short space of time. And you will see this happening from the beginning. The project is not even built yet. And this is the foresight. $1.2 million, boom, easy. And like always, if you need to know more, you can always feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to explain more, happy to help. Since the recording of the last video, things has changed. We've decided to add 5 more people instead of 10, and instead of putting $700,000 down, we're paying for the property cash. So the company will be full equity, no mortgage payments, which we save initially on these payments that we would give to the bank anyways.